Yo, Darren and Jason, we breaking the matrix. Circuits and codes, we shaping the basics. Switching the system, yeah, we the mutation. Tech disruptors, innovation and station. Ain't stopping, algorithms popping. Bikes getting flipped, watch the data start dropping. We the ones they fear, Wi-Fi in the gear. Crypto in the veins, blockchain pioneer. Screens glow cold, but the minds run hot. Silicon dreams in a terabyte plot. Hacking the globe, yeah, we shatter the mode. Data overload, watch the future explode. This with the code, break the mold. Tech disruptors, we too bold. Darren and Jason, the future sold. Plug it like on, watch it unfold. Laser shot focus, the lens, stay zooming. Tones in the air. AI's booming, deep dive tech, no room for illusions. Cloud in the sky, no room for confusion. Fiber optic flows, connections insane. Hacking the mainframe, rewiring the game. Blueprints we sketch, revolutions we fetch. Echoes in the net, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Tech Disruptors podcast. Honestly, if you were wondering why we took a little while to get started there, Jason and I had more technical difficulties than we've ever had on any show ever.
Can everyone hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Holy crap. So just a little background. We jump in before the show. I can't hear Darren at all. I can hear him for a second, and then he gets his audio and video working, and then mine doesn't work. So we got it nailed out. So
you got it. I think we got it.
If we sound too loud or too quiet, let us know, because we're still trying to play with the audio a little bit, mainly on my side. But
you know what was weird about the start there? So my audio drops out, get the mic back on. The camera shits itself for whatever reason, decides to stop working. And then I go, get back in here. Everything's working. I go, hey, Jason, can you hear me? And there's just silence. And he's like, can you hear me?
Well, I couldn't see you. So I could hear you, but I could, it was,
what
I don't
a way
know.
to start the show. I know. And
and I know our last show, I was like whispering sound, like
a little bit whisper
it was
quiet.
weird. This has just been
a little quiet. Well,
Anyways.
welcome to the show, everybody. We are the Tech Disruptors podcast, and despite what you may think, we actually do know what we're doing. And we're here to talk tech, the weekly tech stories of the week, reviews, news, everything you like to hear about. And last week we were all talking about CES. So technically, while this is show number 2, episode number 2 of 2026, really it's episode number 1 of our regular seasoned programming, if that makes sense.
Sure.
Now, we're going to kick things off with a banger, an absolute banger. So, Jason, on a scale of 1 to 10, we've talked a little bit about drones. I think you own a drone, if I remember right.
I do.
What's the, average speed the drone that you have can go, top speed?
I wouldn't even know. I have no clue. That's not what I look for when I buy a drone. I mean,
okay.
Now, I'm not good with drones, so my drone, I just took my drone out of beginner mode, and I don't think it's very fast before you get out of beginner mode.
Right. So speed is not a priority, is what you're saying.
Not for me, but if you're doing fast-paced, like trailing of vehicles, and so you're going to need some speed, and I got a feeling I know which device you're talking about, but maybe not.
Well, I wanted to share this story with you. So there was a new Guinness World Record has been set for the world's fastest drone. Now, this story is actually pretty interesting, and I want to unpack it for a second. So let me share what I see here on my screen. Now, this one is kind of interesting because not only is it 408 miles per hour, and I am not underselling that when I say that, 408 miles per hour. But what makes this particularly interesting is the fact that it is a 3D printed version of a drone.
Interesting.
3D printed. So
just for comparison, I've got the Potensic Atom 2, I believe.
Yes.
And according to Google AI, its top speed is 36 miles per hour.
Okay.
Yeah,
so, I mean, again, for some people, the speed of a drone, maybe not that big of a deal, but if you're somebody that does a lot of movies or, tracking footage of, fast cars or something like that, you do need speed. Now, this Guinness World Record here was Luke and Mike Bell, a father-son duo from South Africa. And they actually had the record once previously and have now reclaimed it. So their 3D printed Peregrine V4 drone was clocked 408 miles per hour, which is 657 kilometers per hour. for the record. So this thing is pretty amazing looking, and I'll pull it up so you can see what it looks like. If the one doesn't want to cooperate with me, okay, cool. Let's try that again.
More technical difficulties.
Okay, let's try that again. So this is what it looks like. Kind of like an X.
Is it
shape.
flying that way?
It is flying that way. That is correct.
Interesting.
Now
You think there'd be more wind resistance flying that way?
Well, I think it's kind of like an arrowhead. That I think that's
I
the
see.
shape.
Okay, we're looking at
So,
the front of it.
I was trying to, like they've done it. They had it previously.
Yeah.
So this is how it launches, and then I believe it has like a pointed arrowhead shape. So it's kind of like a
Interesting.
rocket on its side, if that makes sense. But yeah, so basically they 3D printed this drone. I will show you the video in a second because I know you want to see it. But
Oh yeah.
a bunch of prototypes before they got to version 4. But they did it in a single print. All the materials got done in a single print. And they've also built a solar-powered drone, believe it or not, previously. So back in 2024, their Peregrine version 2 went 585 kilometers or 363. So they've actually beaten their own record with the latest iteration. Now, I will pull up the video here because I know you want to see this.
Well, I can only imagine the battery life isn't stellar if you go
Yeah.
full speed, but
It goes for 3 minutes. No, I have no idea. I actually have
Yeah.
no idea. But I want to show you how fast this goes because when I was looking at this,
not a commercial product though, right? It's just a custom made for.
no, this is just
Yeah,
I think for the
right.
sake of proof of concept, right? That you
Sure.
can actually,
They can sell that. They can sell their technology to a company and actually make it.
Oh,
make some money off
100%.
it. Yeah.
100%. So here is the video, and I'll kind of show you a little bit of this so we can see it.
That right there is one of the
I love
most
the rocket.
powerful quadcopter drones
Holy
in the world.
crap.
But can we make it the world's fastest? For 2.5 years now, my dad and I have been building the world's fastest drones, snagging 2 Guinness World Records along the way. But just last month, Ben Biggs, an aerospace engineer from Australia, smashed our old record of 580 kilometers an hour, achieving 626 kilometers an hour with his drone Blackbird. Fortunately for us, for the past 5 months, we've been working on improving every aspect of our drone. This is that story, and eventually we're going to find out if we can get our record back.
So
Now,
interesting about this.
yeah.
When you're buying a drone, what is your ultimate goal? So watching that video, that thing
Yeah.
is fast and it looks like a rocket, looks cool. Video didn't look fantastic. But I think if you're going 400 plus, close to 400 miles an hour, do you really need video? I mean, what are you actually going to be seeing anyway?
I mean, I think it has a camera for the sake of a camera.
Correct.
I'll
Correct.
just I'll show you because there's a part here where they actually break the record. I'll show you what it looks like flying because you can actually see the camera here.
Follow cam shots are pretty cool though. We're going to have to go.
So this is kind of it flying through the air here, and you can kind of
Isn't
see
bad.
the basic.
Yeah.
I mean, it
looks
again,
like it has a 360 camera on it. How it's like
I
stitching
believe
it together.
so. I think they're partnered with Insta360. I believe is the brand, the company that
That's actually kind of cool.
But it's a cool looking thing. It almost looks like a spaceship from like a 90s sci-fi movie, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so this 3D printed drone that you see on screen right now has broken the land speed record for drones at 408
And that
miles per
speed
hour.
Is probably almost instantaneous because it's electric. Because
Oh,
I'm going to tell you right
absolutely.
now, in my neighborhood, I wouldn't be able to get anything. 36 miles an hour is plenty because I'd probably crash it if it went any faster. So.
Yeah, so I mean, I know we talk a lot about tech on this channel, but I just thought that was a really cool way to kind of start off the show because we being a tech channel and drones are a very popular item among the enthusiasts out there and those who love to take landscape and top-down videography and stuff like that. So I guess if you wanted to get that, feel the need for speed, we'll say. Definitely worth checking out.
So
that one.
to explain a little more, so I love my drone and I think that's really cool. But to explain our thumbnail a little bit,
Yes.
and it says nuclear power. So I'm going to share this. I'm not really going to go too much detail, but it's just kind of what sparked the thumbnail.
Yes.
And if you hadn't seen it, it's basically me and Darren talking with like nuclear power in the background.
I love it.
If you didn't know, Meta did announce that they're going to start nuclear energy projects. Now, I don't want to go into too much detail. I don't know what the timeline is.
Yeah.
But it was a big deal. Just as Meta lays off half of their, we might talk about that later, their Oculus, like VR, AR team.
Yeah.
So they're increasing their energy usage, and some people could argue nuclear is not as green. Maybe it is. Obviously, if you have an explosion in a nuclear plant, it's no longer green, but they're trying to look for alternative solutions because the grid is stressed the way it is. So that's why I said, and we are here at the Tech Disruptors, we are nuclear powered as well. Not sure
And
how
you know
that
what's
works.
funny? You know what's funny? It's a little bit scary, to be honest with you. Like Meta getting involved in nuclear energy.
Where is it going to be? Yeah, like that's the thing.
Well,
If you live in that area, would you be worried?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think for a lot of people, like the concept of nuclear energy is a really cool idea. Is it safe? Yeah, maybe.
Well, it depends. Is Homer Simpson running the show like he does in his show?
Well, I mean, I
Then
would only
we're-
imagine. I would only imagine. And I mean, if he's not, then what's the point, right? But
A Duff beer and yeah. I mean,
I actually thought what you were going to do as our thumbnail this week was Grok putting bikinis on all these lovely ladies who keep asking for it. I thought we were going to be in bikinis.
I was going to change. I honestly thought about it, but that story came later. Like I make the thumbnails like beginning of the week, and like that new. It's hard to change it because it takes a lot of time sometimes. So
yeah. Now I didn't actually have this on the run sheet, but for those of you who are wondering, if you are a regular ex-goer, you would notice that a lot of young, very beautiful women have been asking Grok AI to put them in bikinis, and Grok has been generating some very interesting imagery.
Well, it's also interesting that I've noticed people using Grok on X, which is obviously owned by Elon Musk as well.
Yes.
And they're posting like four pictures of 4 different phones. Oh, pick the phone of the year. And then they're like, everyone gets mad about it. I'm like, oh my God, just pick what you like. Who cares what AI is telling you is to get? Because it said who has the best AI, and it took the Pixel 10 off, or over the iPhone 17. I mean,
17, yeah, come on,
it's got to be a joke. I mean, Grok's playing games.
So anyway, for those of you who haven't been paying attention to this, a lot of young women have been getting a little bit upset because I don't think it's. I mean, a lot of it is them saying, "Hey, Grok, put me in a bikini." But then there's a lot of other people who are just finding pretty images of girls and posting it and saying, "Hey, put me in a bikini," when they're clearly not a girl. And Grok has been, I think I mentioned this last week, Grok has been, for the lack of a better term,
unhinged,
elaborating the finer details of said photo. So what I mean by that is a lot of the time, it's not, I don't want to say accurate. It's more advanced.
Embellished.
Embellished. Thank you. That was the word.
There you go. I know what you're looking for.
An embellished view of some of these women.
I can only imagine. Oh my God.
Again, at the end of the day, I mean, that's not the greatest use of AI. But speaking of scantily clad women, Jason, you have a pair of Meta glasses, correct?
I do.
Now, smart glasses were a big thing at CES this year. And I don't know if you know this, but I caught this article earlier in the week, and I'm not sure how I feel about this one. So, according to Gizmodo,
I saw this.
Smart glasses for OnlyFans live streaming have arrived. Now, Jason, when you hear that headline, what's the first feature you think of? Because I'm going to see if it matches up with what I think of. First feature that these glasses have for OnlyFans?
Point of view.
Oh, I thought waterproof.
But my thing is I mean, so these video glasses. So my first thing is I'm thinking, okay, so OnlyFans is gonna be allowed to live stream with their.
Yes.
I don't always mean point of view like I think you're thinking. I meant like a background, like someone in the background's recording the scene from a different angle, like like a like a behind the scenes. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah. That's what I meant.
You're not thinking like a crotch or ass shot. You're thinking more like
well, I guess that could be one of the options as well. But my thing is, if you're an OnlyFans star making adult films, and you're doing something like I mean, are you wearing a GoPro on your forehead? I mean,
That's true. I mean, if you wanted that point of view
Yeah.
perspective, if we think about like the world of porn for a second, not that I've ever seen any. If you think about the world of porn, like a lot of that is someone filming, a third party filming that, right? Like it's
sure.
meant to be.
I'd
like
assume,
your-
yeah.
Yeah. Now this makes it interesting for OnlyFans because OnlyFans obviously has a lot of different content. It's not just nudity.
Yeah, of
and-
course.
and
Yeah.
all that. But I mean, like for example, if you were someone that was selling pictures of your toes, videos of your toes, it's a much nicer view from a pair of AI glasses to be looking at someone.
Well,
painting
again,
their
it goes back to that
toes.
point of view. It's like if you're watching someone's picture, it's like, hey, I'm actually looking at my, the feet. But if you look at the stuff at the bottom, like the article, it says Apple Vision Pro. I mean,
Yeah.
come on. If you're making adult entertainment and you have the Vision Pro on
your
my
head. I
God.
mean, that's
Oh, my
impressive.
Lord. I mean, the cameras are good on
anyway,
that, though. So
They are. And look, I mean, we've talked about how good the cameras are on the Meta glasses. So is it that crazy that this was inevitably going to happen? I want to remind you of something, Jason. I think this was 2 years ago on our show. This is how good my Tech Disruptors memory is. You may remember we were talking about how I think it was LA, they were passing a law that required porn stars to wear goggles. Do you remember?
I remember that. I remember you talking about,
Yeah. Now, doesn't this solve two problems? You get eye protection and you get video footage. And I have to wonder
You
if
know
this
what? I think Meta needs to release a new ad.
is for OnlyFans only.
No, just for everybody. Look, eye protection and video content.
Is it now? Honestly, like again, I thought to myself, this is not something we need. But then I thought to myself, okay, point of view, that makes sense. What Jason's saying.
Yeah.
But then the eye protection thing is a whole other thing. So they're solving not one but two problems by releasing glasses that are for OnlyFans on there. Now these are live.
Can you live stream to OnlyFans like you can to YouTube?
So
I don't
now
know.
with these ones you can. So these are the Mentra live camera glasses.
Here's a big differentiating fact because these probably shoot in a 16:9 aspect ratio.
Yes.
Whereas the Meta shooting,
Vertical.
vertical, whatever, 4.3, whatever it is, 4x3. I'm
Yeah.
not sure. So that's a big difference if you're going for mobile or for internet, whatever. So how many pairs of Mentor did you buy?
Well, so now Mentra was another article I had on the run here, and I wanted to take a second to talk about these glasses. So these are open source AI glasses, which means that you can create your own apps for them as well. Now, what makes these kind of specifically interesting in the world of, say, OnlyFans is it is live smart glasses with an HD camera, right? So it is basically exceptional image quality, but you don't get any of those other AI features. You don't get speakers, you don't get a display, but you do get open source where you get the ability to make your own apps that would be suitable for this particular set of glasses. So for example, if someone wanted to, create a live stream app that allows it to connect directly to OnlyFans. And I think OnlyFans has approved like this particular brand being like the, the brand of choice for.
Well, but like I said, even if you don't live stream, you can still record content with it and upload it later.
Yes, and then upload it. But I think the concept here is that they don't want
Live.
uploads; they want live. So then you think about, all the live platforms that you could also stretch this across: Twitch, YouTube, what we use, Restream. Like, there's a million ways that you could reach a bigger audience than just an OnlyFans. Now, granted, OnlyFans. Now, again, granted, OnlyFans is like a paid subscription, but what if you had like a Twitch channel that was a premium Twitch channel and you paid to get access to it, right? Or like, Discord, for example. Like all of these platforms that allow you to do live streaming. The world is kind of an interesting place when you think about the fact that how different these are than, say, the Meta Ray-Bans. The Meta Ray-Bans, what's the maximum recording on a Meta Ray-Ban glass? Like 5 minutes?
3 on the Gen 2. I think Gen 3 might be 6 maybe.
Now, look, I don't know about you,
I believe. It's 1080p.
I don't know about your longevity. I mean, 3 minutes might be good for you with Meta, but I mean, for other more seasoned OnlyFans people.
What do you
They
mean,
may need-
endurance as in like running miles on the treadmill?
That's exactly what I mean. That's exactly.
Oh, I could
what-
definitely run for more than
Yeah.
6 minutes. So yeah, it wouldn't work for me. Yeah.
But anyway, so they have there, you can create your own app store. And some of the features, I mean, just here, you've got an AI assistant, which is super scary. But your photo video capability, and this is small batch, right? This is like brand new, very,
Right.
very different.
And for those listening, this is not developed and or made for OnlyFans. It's just
No.
one other tool for the OnlyFans creator, whether it's adult entertainment or not, whatever
Yeah.
you're streaming. It's just the fact that you can live stream 1080p hands-free does come in handy. We talked about this before when I had Google Glass. You know,
Yeah.
being able to wink when I was holding my young kids at the time, and being able
Yeah.
to, like hold up in the air and wink and take a picture hands-free was really good. So there's a lot of aspects where this will come in handy.
Now,
It just
can I
kind of,
just-
it's funny that it coincides with OnlyFans.
Yeah, well, I mean, again, that's where the article came from. These are designed for OnlyFans, these glasses. Now, can I just pull some? I'm just looking at the specs here for a second. So they're saying that the glasses have a 260 milliamp battery. That seems like really small. Like, how much is 260 milliamps? Like the Ray-Ban Meta, like I can't see the capacity of the Ray-Ban Meta glasses. I don't know if they even released it, if they even added that there. But what I will say is that seems kind of small for a live stream glasses. Now, there's no details here on how long it's going to run for, but 119 degrees field of view, landscape orientation, 1080p videos. I don't know. It's interesting. So, I mean, again, these are Mentra, and this comes from the article here that we were just talking about, which is that smart glasses for OnlyFans may become a very real thing in the near future.
Can only
But
hope.
yeah, we can only hope. We can only hope. Now, second thing I wanted to bring up to Jason here today is, Jason, have you ever been on OnlyFans before?
No, I don't have the money. I can't afford it.
Can't afford it. Yeah, I can. The whole neither have I. Just for the record, I just want my wife's probably watching. No, neither have I. But there's been this week. When I was talking about that OnlyFans thing, the Mentra's glasses came up on another article. And I just want to pull this one up too, so you can see what also these can be used for. Now, Jason, do you know the milliamp capacity of the Meta Ray-Bans?
I have no idea.
Because I was just saying,
Let me look it up real quick.
it's 260 milliamps on the Mentras.
It depends which one. I have the Gen. Is it Gen 2, the newest ones?
Yeah,
Yeah, I have the Gen 1, and then there's a stories before that, I believe.
yeah. Because I was looking, I couldn't seem to find them. But anyway, the reason I wanted to bring up these Mentras glasses again here quickly is that because they're open source, there's a capacity for a lot of really interesting things here. Now, they're saying on the Mentra website that it can be 12 hours of use with these glasses.
I'm looking too. All Meta says is an estimated up to 80 hours or 8 hours of mixed use, but it doesn't really specify it's kind of like they're pulling an Apple. They're not really telling us the milliamp size of the battery.
So, I mean, 4 extra hours of recording on these Mentras, which is, I guess, pretty decent. Like they're saying 12 hours on the
12
Mentra
hours
web-
is good if you're shooting a lot of video, and that's what 12 hours is, but I don't
And
know.
that's exactly what OnlyFans AI glasses, I guess, would be doing, right? Is going down that route. Now, Jason, I know you've got a couple of stories you want to talk about, but can I just talk about one more before we jump out of this?
No, you're fine. Go ahead.
I want to talk about the Chimera. Have you ever, do you know what the Chimera is, Jason?
I know I've heard this before.
So Kodak, speaking of cameras,
There you go. Yep.
has released the Chimera. The
Chimera.
Chimera. The
Yeah,
Chimera. So this $30 30-gram keychain is actually a tiny baby-sized keychain digital camera for the non-tech age of us all. And this is you can see the photo here. what it is. Now, hopefully there's another photo. Oh, here's a video from TikTok. I'm just going to pull this up quickly.
$30 30-gram keychain digital camera that sold out in a single day last year, and months later, at the time of filming, it's only just come back in stock. I can see the appeal. It's cheap, it's tiny, it's retro, it'll easily fix to your keyring, and it's...
I just want to pause for a second. Look at that. Look how tiny this thing is. Like here is a context in someone's hand. This would be the size of maybe like, those like keychain organizers where you can put them all into one thing. It would be about that size. And this legitimately takes photographs. Like,
yeah, but you see the article title, it's like, it's so terrible and so retro. I love it. So we're at an age inflection point where we're going so fast with AI and technology that now we're like, hey, let's slow down. Let's go buy record players, cassette tapes, VCRs, and mini tiny cameras that are going to have a terrible sensor in there. It's got to be.
So here's the interesting thing, right? Like I'm looking at this going, okay, you can see it's got an SD card slot. It's USB-C rechargeable.
Right.
And I believe, and I don't know if there's a picture of it, there is a screen on the back. I don't know if there's a picture of it in this run here, but there is a little baby-sized screen on the back.
So it truly is digital.
Charmera, yes. So it truly is a digital thing. I'm hoping, I don't know if we can see. There we go, right there. So here is what it looks like. So you've got a little baby screen on the back. It has
Is that a view? Is that a
little viewfinder in the corner?
Yeah,
that's correct.
Viewfinder.
Now, so I know this has got terrible reviews, and the battery probably lasts 5 minutes or less, and it probably doesn't do 4K video or anything like that you would normally associate with a camera. But I think it's kind of awesome. It's got a vibe. There's something about this that makes me go, you know what? If I got rid of all my tech today and I just wanted to walk around with a camera at all times, that one that didn't bulk out my pocket, didn't have any fancy lenses or anything like that, this is a pretty good choice.
Okay, Darren, I need you to go ahead and send me your Vivo X300 Pro. And I will send you one of these and we'll be good.
As a replacement, yes. Well, I sent you this message this week. So I just got the CamSnap Pro, which is this one here. I just got sent to me to review. Now, I haven't had a chance to play with this, but for those of you who are wondering a little bit about this kind of like non-digital photographic revolution that's happening, CamSnap Pro is a $140 camera. I think that's Canadian. I think it's like $60 US. But
probably
16 megapixel, pretty good quality lens and camera. Xenon flash, full filter dial.
Ooh,
There's
no screen.
No screen on the back, but 500 shots in one charge.
Do you remember film? Like 35 millimeter cameras?
Yeah.
There's this charm of taking a picture and not knowing how it turns out until you get it developed. So in this one, you don't get it developed. It's still digital. But you snap, you say you go out for a couple hours with friends, you take pictures, you go back, and that's when you find some of the best, because you're not trying as hard. I think that's the magic there.
I will say, so when I got this, I totally expected it to be like cheap, disposable camera quality. It's actually very nice, like surprisingly nice. And they also do a video camera with very VHS film vibes, which I'm totally down for.
I think I've seen that one.
Yeah. Now, Jason, just getting back to the Kodak Charmera for a second, can I show you some image quality?
I could already imagine they're really bad, but yes, please. Show away.
Okay, I'm going to go through the list here. So this is the image quality of the Charmera.
Oh, man.
These just look spectacular. Look at how bad that photo is.
So let me ask you this. In the day and age, I know going back, like listening to a CD, retro CD, can sometimes be better than streaming because it's not deteriorate like records. This is like almost 100% worse than what we have now. So why do we want to go backwards in quality?
Okay, so I want to bring up this story again because this is a story we've gone back to a few times. You remember a couple of years ago, everyone rediscovered the iPhone 4 camera, all these young people. And they were talking about how amazing the photos were and how retro they were. So I think there's a market out there. And you look, I work around, in my day job, I work around a lot of young people, and more almost on the daily basis now, am I seeing young people under the age of 18 coming in with old school video cameras and old school digital cameras that they're purchasing on things like eBay that they don't sell in store. Like, they want older models. They don't want the newest thing. They don't want the best lenses. They don't want the best battery. They just want something that looks retro, that takes photos that they can hang on to. And I don't know where this trend started, but it's an interesting trend to see.
It is, because nowadays we're in that tech mode where, hey, we already talked about this before too. Everyone wants to have an iPhone. 80% or whatever, 60% of Americans have iPhones, and they're all the same. There's very little difference. So to me, when you're saying young people want to differentiate themselves with retro tech, I'm 100% down for it.
Yeah,
I'm not saying I want Apple to die off. I'm just saying we need something to change things up. Here in the U.S.
100%.
specifically, we're getting. I mean, we have 4, maybe 5 big companies that make phones with cameras on them. It'd be nice to have just something thrown in there that's a little different. Yeah, for sure.
So, I mean, look, the Kodak Chamera is a thing. It's $30, and it did sell out. Like in that video, the guy did mention it. I just double checked that for fact check. But yeah, they did sell out within like 1 hour on the Kodak website.
That's
and
crazy.
look, I mean, I'm sure if you go on Reddit, there is a whole stream of people who are raving about the Chamera and how.
I bet there's ways people have already hacked it to make it different and do this and that.
Absolutely. And I love that. And look, I mean, I'll be honest with you. If we're going back to digital cameras, if we're going back to flip phones and non-smartphones, maybe that's not a bad thing. Like, I know that sounds crazy and that probably makes me sound really old, but at the end of the day, I think you can be overwhelmed with the amount of tech that's out there, especially in the world of cameras.
Not just tech, just media in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? Like, buying a camera that doesn't have a screen and you just have to wait and see, I'm all right with it. I'm in the process of reviewing the CamSnap. I'm gonna just bring that with me everywhere I go. I'm just gonna have it in my back pocket and just take photos and see what comes out and kind of like thing. I will just say one really cool thing about that CamSnap Pro though. So it has a dial to go to video, photo, etc.
Right.
But it has 2 inbuilt filters, like vintage filters. So you can click to one of those or the other one and it gives you a whole other look, which is kind of awesome. But yeah, the retro, digital camera is making its way back. Now, Jason, do you want to know what's not retro? Going from one polar opposite to the next?
What's that?
A smartphone that could change photography forever. That is the Vivo X300 Ultra. And it's coming. It's coming. It's not a maybe. It's a definitely.
Well, we know it's coming, but it's supposed to be global this time.
And it is going to be global. This has officially been announced on a bunch of different sources this week. Now, it's coming in March is its release date.
Start saving up.
But it is just, it's already got its Europe EEC certification. Now it just got certification in Indonesia, which is, I guess, a big, the Asian market. I guess that's how you get things done to sell there.
What about the Canadian certification?
Well, I'm assuming probably not, and nor with the US either. But
I know.
I will say this much. If you look at some of these rumors of what the camera is allegedly supposed to bring, this thing is going to be a monster. So I'm just going to
remember one thing. Vivo has I would say the best post-processing of any camera phone out there. You can be an Apple fan all you want, and I'm not saying Apple, Google don't make great cameras. Vivo blows them both away.
Oh, 100%.
You get better sensors in there? Hoo-wee.
Well, so here is what we know. So we know that this is going to be a 250-200 camera array on the back. So that's a 200 megapixel LYT 901 primary.
Don't know much about that one.
Yeah. 50 megapixel ultra wide, which has always been great. The 828 from Sony as well. And a 200 megapixel, the same 200 megapixel telephoto on the HPB periscope that we got on the Vivo X300 Pro.
So the only real difference is the main sensor is different?
And obviously the processing, because it'll be a Snapdragon
Elite
processor, right?
It won't be the MediaTek, right?
But what
Okay.
they're saying is that it's giving you multifocal length continuous optical zoom.
Now, doesn't that what the Vivo or the Xiaomi 17 Ultra has as
Correct. It also has that as well. Yeah.
well? Have
so,
you seen videos of the zoom on that?
Yes.
It
incredible.
isn't tech. No, I've seen real. It's stuttery.
Oh, I saw photos. I didn't really see a lot of video.
Yeah, someone recorded like them zooming in, and it was kind of jittery still, like it's always been on Android devices.
Yeah.
So it should be interesting. Vivo will probably do a little better on that.
But you know what's even funny? They're even throwing in a 50 megapixel selfie camera. Like, so you're getting two 200 megapixel cameras and two 50 megapixel cameras.
You know
on
what I'm
one
surprised though?
phone.
That more Chinese or Android manufacturers haven't done what Apple's done with the selfie camera, with the
The
sensor.
Staging?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm surprised they haven't done that. But either way,
Not
I
yet.
don't really care.
Not yet. It's one app. It's one app on Android does that, and it's a game over.
No,
Like,
I'm talking about the sensor in the new 17.
oh, it's
so-
yeah. So where it's vertical or horizontal.
yeah, I'm surprised they haven't done that yet.
Now, all the other specs here, point to this being incredible. Now, one thing I will say about the X300 Ultra, it's also going to have a 5 megapixel multispectral sensor.
Interesting. That's what Oppo does. Don't they have multispectral sensor? Yeah.
Exactly. So that would
Sorry.
lead. Yeah. So for people that who don't know, that would essentially mean better color reproduction in a lot of
More
these
natural.
photographs. More
Yeah.
natural. Yeah. So it's a 5 megapixel. Apparently, that's the biggest one on
The biggest.
because I think
Yeah,
the Oppo one's
for
2
sure.
megapixel.
Yeah.
So this is leveling it up again, like Vivo likes to do.
Well, and I'm looking at the specs here. It says 2K resolution, which I think it's 1080p on the 300
Yep,
Pro.
correct.
Which does that really matter? Probably not.
doesn't bother me
but-
at all. But yeah,
No. Man. The Snapdragon is a big difference. I'm telling you, the MediaTek is great, but there's a few things I do where you can see some jittery that you don't see on the Snapdragon.
I also think the Snapdragon brings a different look. And I know that may sound crazy because a lot of that comes down to like processing and hardware. But I feel like the Ultra last year's photos looked a little different than the X300 Pro.
I think that's just more support because Snapdragon's
It could
larger than
be.
MediaTek. I mean,
Yeah.
here in the, Snapdragon just supports more lenses, more processing, and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, for sure.
So looking at again around a 7,000 milliamp battery.
Which is bigger than what we have in the 300, right? 6,500.
Yes. Yep. And they're getting rid of the action button,
I don't really use it anyway.
which I never used it anyway. And I'm okay with that. If that gives us 500 milliamp more battery, perfect.
Yeah.
I'm good with that. So the X300 Ultra is coming. The rumored specs, it's cleared certifications, and all accounts look like, from what I've read everywhere about this.
So
phone,
here's my question to you, Darren.
yes.
We both have the 300 Pro,
Yeah.
and I have the Chinese version, but it still works really good.
Yeah.
What the Ultra isn't a huge upgrade. Yes, 2K screen, slightly bigger battery,
Yeah.
maybe a couple extra differences in the cameras and the processor, which it sounds like a lot on paper. Is
Yeah.
it enough to spend what they're going to charge? And I'm going to assume it's going to be $1,000+ especially for the global. And here's the other problem.
Yeah.
The global version is not going to have a 7,000 milliamp hour battery probably. I bet the
It
global
could.
version will have.
I mean,
it could.
If
It
Oppo
could.
can do it. If Oppo can do it, why can't Vivo?
It's
I
all
mean,
about money because I think Oppo had to spend more in the UK to have that bigger battery. Because of
yeah.
their regulations in the EU.
I don't know. I'll be honest with you. Like I look at the both the Vivo and the Honor Magic 8 Pro, and both of those have around about the same battery. So one 6500, one 6200. The
Mhm.
Honor Magic 8 Pro is fantastic on battery. I can
Right.
easily do 2 days on a 60.
I think the Vivo 300 is fantastic.
And also-
I think
Yeah.
the MediaTek's very efficient. It still gets warm. I don't know. I think Snapdragon. I hate to say this because I don't like to be on the bandwagon, but I think the Gen 5 is
takes the
just
edge.
it's slightly more powerful and slightly more efficient, but not by much. The MediaTek and
Yeah.
I hope MediaTek steps up. I just saw an article about the 9600 being on 2 nanometers,
Yes.
and we want competition, and that's what I like to see.
Exactly. Now, Jason, you've got a whole bunch of stories.
I got some stories here.
Let's see what you found, buddy. What do you
Well,
got?
I'm trying to think where I want to start because I actually wanted to go back to you talking about retro cameras.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, let's go.
So there was an article on People of all things, People magazine, and a couple other and a couple other ones.
Jason frequently is People magazine.
Yeah, I sure do. So I don't know what it is, and I don't know if this is true. I've seen a few articles like this, but I don't know if you're going to find this real or not, but
I think I saw
Yeah,
this before.
so it says here a group of parents vows not to buy their 7-year-old cell phones until the 8th grade. So they're going out and buying landlines again. Now, I'm not saying like go old school, like plug in. Maybe it's the voice over internet protocol landlines. And I don't know. Do you think go retro with young kids or get them landlines?
So my son's 13, going into high school next year. He
Look
has
at that face. He's
Yeah,
opened a landline.
amazing.
Yeah. Anyways,
So he's going into grade 8 next year, high school. Sorry, grade 9. Sorry, not grade 8. Grade 9 high school next year. So he has an iPhone 12, but
interesting.
from what he's not allowed to have social media in my house. So my son has absolutely zero social media accounts, none at all. He has.
Is he on YouTube?
Nope. Nope.
Okay.
So he has a Gmail account which is used for his iPhone verification, like App Store, and
Sure.
to get into Roblox and
Well, Roblox is technically social media.
well, yeah, but he's playing,
I'm just kidding.
I
I'm
know
just kidding.
I know who he's playing with. Like he's not playing with John from.
So Darren, I will agree with you. My kids have no Facebook, no TikTok, but I do let them watch YouTube. But I have that restriction with
Yes, me. Yeah, that's
with
what we.
family where it only goes above their age. So a certain age
Yeah.
that they're at. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I think, is it a good idea to go back to landlines? To put it simply, no. But I think there are other ways that you could teach kids, better social media awareness.
Right. Of
And-
course.
And whether that's, that could be they only use WhatsApp and you have to have access to it as well as a parent. I'll tell you a funny story. I don't know if my sister's going to love me telling this story. I'm sorry, Alicia, if you're listening right now. So I was talking to my sister on Friday night, and she was saying that she has 2 teenage daughters, both high school age.
Okay.
And one teenage daughter saw the younger, who was 12, flick between 2 TikTok accounts. And the older sister went, "Hey, do you have a second TikTok account?" And she's like, "No."
Uh-oh.
Sure enough, my sister finds out that her 12-year-old daughter had a secret TikTok account
Uh-oh.
and had been talking to a boy that was allegedly her boyfriend,
Oh no.
and that they'd
no.
been messaging each other through this secret TikTok account. And long story short, my sister was flabbergasted. She didn't know how to respond.
Kids are not stupid.
Yeah.
They will find a way to sneak around. They really will.
Well, and what I think caught my sister off guard is because the daughter in question, the suspect, she had just never expressed any interest in boys before. Like she's a 12-year-old girl, like, she's got a lot of girlfriends, but never in my sister's wildest dreams did she think that she would have any interest in a boy at her school. I forget the boy's name. It is something ridiculous. I wish I knew it off the top of my head.
So the boys was at her school. It wasn't some random guy on the internet.
No, it wasn't a random. It
Well,
wasn't.
that's a little more calming. I mean,
Yeah.
Look, kids are getting older. They're going to meet boys, girls, whatever.
Of course.
But
think
it's someone like
what
they're meeting
threw her-
online. That's what worries
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. Well, my thing is, I think what threw her was this notion that it was done in secret.
Ooh.
Right? It
Yeah.
was done in
Right. What are
secret.
you hiding? Yep.
What else
Yeah.
are you hiding? So God, I hope they don't hear this because I'm not supposed to say this out loud. Because anyway, I'll say it out loud anyway.
Let's not say it out loud.
I'm gonna do it. Screw it. Her mum helped her set up the account, which means that she has access to her daughter's
So
secret.
she set up the. Oh.
So my sister managed to go a little bit of a deep dive on some of the messages between
Oh,
them just to make
no.
sure that they were appropriate. But there's a lot of like innocent childhood declarations of love, which
cute.
is cute. But yeah, I think retro landlines, making that a thing. Could we just kill off the landline? Let's just.
I agree.
Yeah,
But there
we're
was some kind of like niceness or understanding about,
yeah.
hey, I'm leaving the house. When I come back, I'll listen to voicemail. Like not always having to answer the phone. But
Yeah.
we'll move past the retro tech and we'll move on to maybe another kind of retro tech.
Sure.
So there was a day before a lot of younger listeners, if they're listening, where the Palm and the BlackBerry were the most popular devices out there.
Yes, they were.
And there's been many times when the BlackBerry-esque companies tried to bring it back, and it kind of failed. We talked about the Unihertz Titan Elite, Titan 2, which I had a Titan 2. But there's been a resurgence of these. There's the Clicks communicator
we talked about last week. Yep.
And then Unihertz, like in normal fashion, hey, we're going to do the Titan 2 Elite. And I don't know about you, but that photo,
yeah,
I kind of digging that. If it's thin,
yes.
Now the Clicks communicator looks nice, but it's a little chunky. And it's not made to be an expensive phone because it's like what?
Not as chunky
$400.
as the Titan 2, though.
The Titan 2 is a
bad.
it is a Titan. Like, it is uncomfortably large for being a small phone. Now, there's not much about this phone that we know yet. Obviously, this article was on January 12th. It's going to be a Kickstarter, I'd imagine. That's what Unihertz does. So if you're interested in something like this, now I will tell you, Unihertz has been making these niche phones for a long time. And the Titan 2 was pretty well sorted out. There were some issues with some software, but they fixed it like ASAP upon release. And Unihertz doesn't usually make slick phones. They just don't because they're not spending a lot of R&D. But I don't know. These mock-ups,
they look really good.
So
I don't have it online here too somewhere.
It says here it's going to be. It doesn't say much about it. But you could, if you go to the website, it just says enter your email address to be notified when it's available for pre-order.
So
and
I got some
more
specs here for you. Specs here for you. So it is. Hang on, let me pull up the screen here for you.
I'm actually interested in the Elite.
Absolutely.
Clicks communicator. I don't know. I'm assuming that this Titan 2 Elite and the Clicks communicator are going to have very similar Dimensity 7300 or 8300, something like a mid-range.
Here are the alleged specs. I don't know if you can see that up on screen there. Mm-hmm. So they're saying 10.6 millimeters thick.
That's now still pretty thick.
What was the Titan 2? Can you look that up? Quickly?
I'm going to look that up. It's a lot bigger than that.
I'm going to say 11 to 12.
10.2 is not small.
No, but I mean, I'm assuming the battery is probably hefty on this one. I'm going to say 6,000 milliamp, 5,000 milliamp maybe. So this is what they're saying on this Trend Hunter website here.
Now, hold on a second here. So the Unihertz Titan 2 is a chunky, this is what AI says, productivity-focused smartphone. It's measuring approximately 10.8 millimeters.
Oh, no.
So this has got to be
slightly smaller.
Well, no, it's not. This is, that's what I'm saying. So either this is not nearly true or...
Yeah, it could just be. It could be.
If this is 10.6, I think I'll go with the Clicks communicator.
Yeah.
Personally,
I mean, the Titan 2. Let me ask you a question. So we've seen this is number 2 in the first 18 days of January. We've got not one but 2 keyboard smartphones heading our way in this year. Now, is this the new folding phone trend?
This is that retro we're talking about. We're going backwards, smaller screens, physical keyboards.
Yeah.
More of that connection with the phone.
Interesting.
I don't know. I could be totally off base here. I don't know.
I think it's, I pre-ordered the Clicks communicator. I got my confirmation email this week saying that my order was confirmed.
Just now?
Early this week.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I got like a special email. Hang on.
Ooh, special.
I saw a lot of people posting about it. I got this. Hang on, I'm going to pull it up on screen. I got this. This was on 2 days ago.
I wonder when it's going to be released. How long do you think it's going to be? You think it's second quarter of this year?
May.
You think it's
I'm going to call May.
Now, here's interesting about this. You know, I ordered the Unihertz Titan 2, and a lot of you guys, there's a guy on Nomad Tech Projects named Sam. He's a big, and a lot of people said, no, I don't want to get this because I want to wait that long. Well, I kind of totally forgot about it. Then it got released. So it's kind of like refreshing when it came in. I just pulled it out and I'm like, holy crap. It's got chunky bezels. I mean, it
Yeah,
was just
there's
huge.
lots of photos of it. I mean, look, for some people that wouldn't matter. Some people associate heft with quality. So, you know, I don't think that's a terrible thing. I mean, my wife associates heft with quality. You know,
Okay,
it's not,
some people
it's
do.
not long, but it's girthy.
Yeah, right, of course. It's all about girls.
yeah.
Right.
Well,
Well, you know, here's the
now,
thing. You could
yeah.
go out and spend thousands of dollars on an Apple device. But if you do that, all you're doing is helping Tim Cook with his, well, this is, I don't know if this is, it doesn't say here, but the article, he's making, what, $74 million. So you guys who are Apple fans, yes, Apple makes good devices. But at the end of the day, just like Google, just like Samsung, just like everyone else, they're a business. They're out to take your money. They will do what they have to do. And the article says here, Tim Cook could buy 92,984 17s with his $74 million.
And that's just this year.
What would you do if I don't?
74.
Well, here you go. Salary is $3 million. Stock, so it's not all like liquidity. It's not all
it's
like hard.
It's being the boss. This is what you get. Stock
He could
awards.
quit, sell all his stock.
Yeah.
And he could be set for the rest of his. He could have quit a long time ago.
So if he's been making $74 million this year, is that he's been making that every year? What's his net worth? I'm going to look that up. Hang on.
It doesn't say. It just says that that's what it is in 2005.
So what are we?
I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
I don't want to know.
What would you guess is Tim Cook's net worth?
I would say at least 500 million.
2.5 to 2.6 billion dollars is the.
That's what I
net
meant.
worth.
That's what I meant.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Wow. You know who could use a little bit of money? And I just want to preface this by saying I saw this story this week, actually 2 stories this week. And instantly in my mind, I thought to myself, we are looking at the beginning of the end for a certain company here, the death of a dying star, if you will. So this was the article that caught my attention. This is one of 2, and I'll pull up the next one in a second. So
I don't know if they're dying. I read this too, but I disagree with they're dying. But we'll see.
So Taiwan has issued an arrest for the CEO of OnePlus, Pete Lau, for illegally employing workers in Taiwan. Now, look, that's not a good sign for OnePlus. It's not a good look. That's where a lot of their manufacturing is done.
Here's the question, though. Don't they work with BBK and Oppo?
I think OnePlus, I don't know if they're still attached at the hip.
I thought OnePlus and Oppo. Vivo's the one that exited, I thought.
Okay, maybe you're right. Now,
I can't remember. Okay.
So, I mean, I guess this would be the OnePlus division, I guess.
Sure,
So
they separate them out. Yeah.
Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I would not be surprised if they threw him under the bus. And
Well, I was reading. So apparently, it's something about they hired engineers in Taiwan, or no? They hired engineers and whatever country they're in, that is against the law. So to me, that says, okay, they're trying to find cheaper help, or they're trying to circumvent the laws in that region. I don't know if that means the end of OnePlus, because they still have a pretty big following.
So here is, I think, let me explain why I think this might be the end for them. I think they have been struggling a little bit with traction. I do think that the phone they released this year has not received the fanfare they're expecting.
And it's a great device. It really is.
And it's a great device.
Let me ask you this. If we didn't have social media and YouTube like we do today,
yeah,
and this phone was released the way it is, I guarantee you this phone, yes, there are going to be articles and stuff, but it won't be so widespread like every YouTuber saying the cameras are downgraded.
Yeah.
Because the average consumer would find it fine. But anyways, continue with what you were saying.
So I just feel like with this, it does, like I said, it just kind of doesn't bode well for OnePlus. It's not a good look. And then almost 2 days later, or when was this? This was the same day, another article came out about OnePlus.
I didn't see this one.
Which was about how they're killing off the OnePlus Open 2 again this year.
Well, I think it's just, I don't think the foldable market is profitable.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Samsung makes pretty good money, and that's not their best-selling phone.
No.
But in the foldable world, them and Motorola probably make good money.
Yeah.
If you ask 100 people around you, and I'll ask 100 people around me, hey, you ever bought a OnePlus phone? They'd be like, who? It's not so much the foldable for them. It's not just that. They also have to overcome that people don't know who OnePlus is. No one does.
Yeah.
That's the
And
problem.
I mean, that's a problem, right? Like it is.
You know why I'm mad, Darren? Because the next boat trip you have,
I know.
I won't be able to go now.
It may never happen again. I mean, I actually think that was a little bit of a unicorn in the smartphone release space.
And that was a hell of a phone. The 13 was one hell of a phone.
I still wish I just held on to that phone because I feel like I may have just lent into that.
I do that a lot. I get rid of phones before I'm like, I think I'm ready. Then I go back and like, damn, you know?
Yeah. Now, before we wrap up today's show, Jay, is there anything else you want to talk about, Jason, before? Besides, there's one article I want to touch on before we wrap up.
Yeah, let me go over one thing before you hit that. I did have the OnePlus 2 on there, or the OnePlus Open 2, I should say.
Yes.
But it's another phone. I love this company. I haven't bought their phones in a couple years. Well, I bought their sister company's phones this year, but so gaming phones. We know Asus is kind of, the rumor is they're done making the ROG phone, but there is a company that's still kind of selling them. It's Red Magic. They released the 11 Magic 11 Pro, which liquid cooling, and every review said, besides the cameras not being great, it kept that 8 Gen 5 in check and had the best results long term when gaming. So they are going to release.
Oh no! Oh my
the
God!
11 Air. So now this isn't their first Air. They had an Air, the 10s, and I almost bought one for my kids because it was like $4.99 or less. I can't remember.
It's cheap, yeah.
But they're sold out.
Right.
So looking at this, it's going to be an 8 Elite. So last year's process, that bodes well for maybe heat.
Yeah.
Up to 24 gigabytes of RAM.
Wow.
7,000 milliamp hour battery. I don't know what it's supposed to be. Do they say how thin it's supposed to be? That, obviously you think 7.8.
Wow.
That's pretty thin.
That's pretty
Here's
thin.
the thing. They're saying this will be the thinnest phone with AeroCool. Now, if you guys are familiar with Red Magic, this year, yes, they have the fan, but they also have liquid cooling. But since they made the first one, they've had a physical fan that would blow air. Now, it does limit its water resistance, but I don't know. I like Red Magic. They have this fighting spirit, and they keep releasing these phones, not abandoning. And every year, the software gets just that much better.
But yeah. And I mean, look, if you wanted something that was a little less beefy than the Pro, the Air would probably be a good choice. It is cheaper because obviously they're using last year's processor, probably like spare parts bin kind of stuff. But shit, I mean, the 11 Pro just came out.
Well, this company does the old school like Apple stuff where they do the 11 Pro, then they do the 11S Pro. Same with Nubia, their parent company with the Z series. They just released the Z80.
Yeah.
6 months in, they'll do the Z80S, and it'll be the same processor, maybe overclocked. A couple different colors. But this is thin. It's got the Elite chip is definitely very well received when it came out, and it won't be. This is a Chinese release on the 20th, so I'm not sure if it'll come global. But usually, you're looking at probably for their lowest version of this, which has got 12 gigs of RAM or 16, looking at probably $500, $600. That's a incredible deal.
Yeah. Yeah, interesting. And I mean, Red Magic, I mean, a lot of their phones, I think they don't really do just China only. I think they are like a global and China release.
Interesting enough, Red Magic 11 Pro was available in the US, but the Nubia Z80 wasn't. Like, you could not physically go to their website and order it. You had to go through like AliExpress or a third party.
Now, I sent you the whole Golden Saga limited edition one, which has the crafted and
Flossie Carter loves those golden editions.
Yeah,
he loves them.
But I mean,
cool.
The Red Magic,
carbon, carbon and gold is cool. Yeah.
So they're even they have a gaming tablet. The 11 Pro. 11 Pro is very cheap. It's probably the cheapest.
Red Magic makes a gaming keyboard for PCs.
Yeah.
I mean, they make everything now. I think they had a gaming laptop even.
They
I remember
do.
correctly.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Yep, the Titan 16 Pro. Yeah.
And it's not like, leagues above anything else. It's just they make a really good device at an affordable price.
Price. Yeah,
That kind of rhyme too. See, hey, slogan right here.
that's pretty good. Now, this is a follow-up story. The Trump phone.
Oh, I've been hearing about this.
Okay, so
they're
they're getting pissed, and I'm going to pull it up in a second. But I've got some sales figures.
Are
for you.
people really pissed that they're not getting this phone?
So, well, let's
know
see if we
what?
can guess.
Never mind.
So, sales figures came out today. How many have they sold?
I don't know. 75,000.
600,000 Trump phones
Holy shit!
sold.
What?
Now, here
Who
is
the
what-
hell wants a low budget Chinese knockoff phone that says
I
Trump
know.
on it? It's not the thing. It's not against Trump. If Tech Disruptors, if we made a phone
Yeah.
that was gold and we were popular and we were like slinging this scummy phone, I'd
Yep.
be pissed off at people buying it. Oh my
So
God.
here is where things get interesting. So that still hasn't been released. It is still nowhere to be found.
They're trying to find an alternative location to make it since they can't do it in China anymore. I mean, come
Well,
on.
so basically now lawmakers, Democrats have been basically saying to the FTC, you need to investigate this over false advertising. Like people haven't received their phones.
Here's the
they've
problem.
paid-
Why are Democrats in our government worried about a fucking smartphone? Like,
Well,
you
look,
guys
I
should
mean-
be fighting for our politics, not for a smartphone. I
Yeah.
get it, but this is what, if you're in the MAGA camp, you're going to say, see, Democrats don't care. They just want to get rid of them. It's like that political banter back and forth. But yeah,
But I mean,
for
it's
sure.
also money, right? It's also
Yeah.
like people paid that $100 deposit.
That's
It
true.
hasn't
That's true.
eventuated. I mean, if it was us, I'd be pissed if I fucking
So let me
pre-ordered-
ask you this. Is this
Yeah.
one of those Escobar phones where people
Well,
spend...
this is-
Yeah, that's
Dude,
it. Reminds me of
what I'm saying.
600,000 people. That's $100
Yeah.
each. That's $6 million, right? I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
I'm wrong. Someone's making money.
So
And
here's
here's
the
the funny-
article.
those phones are probably only worth $100.
Yeah.
So they've already made their money.
So that would be $60 million of funds.
60. I'm sorry, I was a little off there.
Yeah, $60 million of funds. But they don't exist. We don't know where this phone is. So for those of you who may remember, and I'm going to just pull up the Pablo Escobar phone.
Yeah, but the Pablo Escobar phone at least had some really good advertising. Like if you're male, females in like lingerie, like set
Yeah.
fire to like Samsung phones.
Can we pull up? Let me pull up the Escobar ad because it goes.
And here's what's funny,
down-
guys. The Escobar phone, MKBSD did this. He got one. Some of these big tech reviewers got it, but the people who actually ordered them never got them. So they
That's
played this
correct.
game where they're like, hey, look, it's real. They made a handful of them, sent them out. And if you ordered it, I was close to ordering it just for content, and I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah.
No one got them. It was vaporware, and they ran away with this. Of course, a known drug user,
Yeah.
a known drug cartel owner, not him, but like his family, a shell company. Is this what?
So
Trump's doing.
this was well now. So the reason I pull up this exact ad is look at that gold phone there. Doesn't it look like a lot of the renders of the Trump phone?
Well,
Like,
here's
maybe
what I'm
not
saying.
the same model,
Maybe
but
not, but that looks like the same gold. That's in the
yes,
renders.
right. So okay, so here is the
So
ad.
Trump called the Escobar family. Hey, who's your manufacturer who put these gold stickers on their phones?
Yeah. So here is the Escobar Fold 2.
Pablo Escobar.
Is now
I love the voice.
Again.
I love the voice.
Yeah.
I mean, don't you want to buy the phone already?
Escobar Fold 2.
like maybe one of the greatest phone commercials of all time.
I love when they burn the other phone. They show it.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Starting at $3.99. Free worldwide shipping. Works in all countries and languages.
I'm buying
Sexy
6 right now.
girls not included.
Okay, so that's one of the ads. There's another ad where they were doing this. It might have been the
Burning
next.
it.
They did this
Yeah.
for a couple years, and they took this. For those guys, people listening and watching, all that is, that said the Escobar Fold 2, that was a Samsung Fold 2.
Yes.
All it was like kind of remanufactured, cleared, put on some wallpapers, and they
Yeah.
put a gold sticker, like a D
Yeah.
brand wrap on the back. That's it. That's all it was. and they rebranded it as like it was their phone.
Yeah,
But that was
this
one where they were burning them. They had like a grill in the house. These chicks were running around half naked, all
Yeah.
talking on the phone, and they're like making s'mores with the Samsung version of the same phone.
Now, I think we should start nicknaming the Trump phone the Escobar 3. I think that's a fair, a fair term at this point.
I will say this, Darren. Me living in the U.S., I'm going to refrain from defamation.
Fair. Yes, you could go to jail.
I could. I'm not saying I will, and I'm
Yeah.
not saying that's what it's called. And this could be released. We don't really know what's going on, but the
No.
fact is that $60 million they've
Of
got
money,
in their pocket.
yeah.
If
Where
I were
is it?
them, I would go to a Walmart or I'd contact Walmart, T-Mobile, or hell, I'd call Motorola. Say, give me your cheapest phone,
Phone,
throw
yeah.
some and get the shit out because you got $60 million, and
Just
then you're going to have that monthly revenue coming in once they start paying for the service.
honestly, they should just buy up the Moto G. That's $150 on Amazon.
No.
and
I got
No?
one better. They had to go. Trump family needs to go buy Unihertz and just have other
Yeah.
phones
take
manufactured.
all their
in Unihertz.
jellies. That's what we
Oh
say.
man, the Trump jelly. Oh damn, the
Yeah.
Trump Titan.
That would be yeah. Throw some gold stickering on there. Get D-Brand to do it.
Here's the problem: Trump is loved, or there's like no in between. So
Yeah.
it's either going to sell him lots of phones. 600,000. That's blowing my mind, and not because
Yeah.
it's Trump, just because you're paying $500 for a shit phone.
Phone, yeah. And
Just
I mean,
because
the
it has Trump on it. That's the only reason.
we don't know where this Trump phone is. We will keep to tracking it. We tracked it most of last year. No, it didn't eventuate. We will track it again this year until we see one.
Look,
in
if it
an
comes
unbox.
out, I will tell you, if it comes out this year, maybe I shouldn't say
You should
this.
buy it. You should buy it.
I will buy a Trump phone if
Yeah.
I can this year if it comes out.
Yeah. Okay.
And I will
You
report
know,
back to you making
You have
phones
to
great
use
again.
it. You have to use it for 1 month as your main
Trump
device.
is making phones great again. I will want to find out, the first person to find out what that's all about.
Well, anyway, that actually brings us to the end of the Tech Disruptors podcast. Thank you very much for who's listening live, watching us on YouTube, following us on Spotify, Apple
Right.
Music, all those other amazing places you find great podcasts. My name's Darren, this lovely gentleman.
My name is Jason.
And thanks for joining us. Please hit that like and subscribe button. We do this out of the goodness of our hearts, but we love to do it. It's almost like our second job.
And if you're bored, follow us on Twitch, Instagram,
Yes.
X, and TikTok. We're on all those. Follow
We're on
us.
all those platforms. And tell your
Check
friends.
the description below.
Oh, yeah. That's exactly right. Check the description below. So on that note, we will catch you next Sunday, 4 p.m. Eastern, and have a good week.